Would you like your Capital One Quicksilver credit limit to go from $300 to $10,000 or more? In this video, we'll discuss the steps you can take to put yourself in the best position to increase your credit limit. We'll talk about what makes you eligible. We'll walk through how to fill out the application and best practices, what happens when you're approved, and what to do next if you're denied. Let's start with eligibility. To be eligible, your account must be at least 3 months old, and you can't have received an increase within the past 6 months. The largest factor in meeting the criteria for an increase is on-time payments, which makes up 35% of your credit score. To make sure you never miss a payment, you'll want to set up autopay, calendar alerts, or use a to-do list app to remind you. Capital One says they want you to make larger monthly payments that pay down your balance. You don't want to just pay down your balance. For the best results, you'll want to pay the full statement balance. That way, you're not charged any interest or late fees. That brings me to the next factor, which is your credit utilization rate. This is the percentage of your card's available credit line that you use and gets reported to the credit agencies each month. It makes up 30% of your credit score, and you'll want to keep your usage rate as low as possible. You can do this by using a small portion of your card's credit limit each month, or by paying the card's balance before the closing date each month. Just look on your bill and see what day your billing cycle ends, and that's the closing date. Also, Capital One may take cues from other credit cards you have. If your credit report shows that you have a high credit limit on your other credit cards, you have a better chance of being approved for a higher credit limit with the QUICKSILVER card. I suggest raising your limits on other cards you have every 6 months or so. Doing this will put you in great shape to make your requests. So once you log in on the desktop version of the site and get to the QUICKSILVER homepage, you'll click I want to. Then you'll click Request Credit Limit Increase. Now you have a few boxes of information to fill out. The first box is total annual income. This is the most important question on the application because it tells the bank how much you can afford to pay back monthly. You can claim your personal income, including part-time and seasonal work, self-employment, interest and dividends from a savings account or brokerage account, and public assistance, which includes the stimulus checks that were sent out. If you're at least 21 years old, you can even count shared income like money from somebody else that is regularly deposited into your individual account or into a joint account that a person shares with you. That could be from a spouse, friend, or family member. Even if you're a stay-at-home parent or unemployed, you can still show larger sources of income. And lastly, there's optional income, which means you can count alimony or child support. You have to remember, everything in this application is based on the honor system. Most, if not all, of the info you submit will not be officially verified because it's used to provide the bank legal cover. The bank doesn't want to be accused of maliciously lending you money you can't afford to repay, so it asks you for your income. Let's say that you default on your credit card debt and the bank has to take you to court. If you could prove to a judge that the bank lent you money it knew you couldn't repay, you might be able to get out of that debt. If, however, the bank can provide written proof that you stated your income was at a certain level, the judge will find you responsible for paying the debt. Now let's input your employment status and occupation. The monthly mortgage and rent payment is also important because it's used along with your stated income to calculate your debt to income ratio. So the lower, the better. If you share bills with someone else, then just type in the portion you pay. The next question is, how much will you spend each month on this card? This is a funny question since they already know all of your spending habits. I would just say 10% of your total limit. So if your limit is $1,000, then type in $100. 10% will always be viewed as responsible usage. The next question is maximum desired line. You should ask for 50% or more than your current limit. A good portion of my audience has been successful at getting approved for this amount. So if your current limit is $1,000, then ask for $1,500. The bank still has the ability to approve you for less than you asked for. Keep in mind, the minimum limit I've seen reported is $300 and the maximum is $30,000. So you want to stay within that range. The next question is, why are you requesting a credit line increase? This is like one of those behavioral job interview questions. The best answer is, my current line doesn't meet my long-term spending needs. This tells Capital One that you're not going through a financial emergency. It just says that you're thinking long-term and planning for your future. Now, once you click submit, Capital One will perform a soft credit pull, which doesn't affect your credit score. So let's talk about what happens if you get approved. Capital One will typically provide a decision immediately. However, in some cases, they'll need to review certain information, and that may may take up to 30 days. From personal experience, I've found that if you're not immediately approved, then you will almost certainly be denied. But if you are approved, your new credit line will be available immediately. And if you're getting value from this, please hit the like and subscribe button to see more videos just like this one. In the unfortunate event that you're denied, what can you do about it? I found explanations that credit card companies give you for denial to be vague and inconsistent. They'll even mention details that were on your report when you were initially approved for the card. I wouldn't focus on that. I just focus on improving your overall credit report. You could try calling customer service to see if they will reconsider their decision. I'll leave a list of numbers down below that you can try. I've included everybody from standard customer service reps to senior escalation account managers. You should be respectful and plead your case, stating your good performance, credit score, and simple need of a limit that matches your long-term spending limits. And if that doesn't work, you can wait 6 months and try again after your credit report shows more improvement. If you'd like to learn more about what the QUICKSILVER card has to offer, then you can check out this video next. Thank you for watching, and you have a good one.